Hannah, I'm going to get started. So you're feeling good. You're living the best life. Hannah Smith, you are a GB Olympic athlete representative. How does that sound, and how does it feel when someone says that to you?
Yeah, it's a bit crazy actually. Like I just never ever thought that this would be where I would be in life. But yeah, it's very, very exciting. Yeah, I'm very excited to get there and get going. But yeah, it still doesn't feel real when people say that to me.
No, not at
No,
all.
not quite, not quite.
Did you never have that in the plan when you first picked up the rugby ball? You're like, yep, I can see me grand stage.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously it hasn't been in for very long, but I think after Rio, I was like, right, I really want to do this. Like that looks amazing. So yeah, sort of worked hard for it from then.
That's a good. It's a good insight to have, like a sort of 4-year plan. I don't know how people plan for 4 years. Was there how did it go? Did somebody say we want, not say you specifically, but like was there coaches that were like we want this many Scotland people and we're going to work, and you had to be like I'm going to make sure that's me, or was this just all a personal thing of this is the Hannah Smith attitude, I'm going to go and crush it?
Yeah, it was more like a personal goal, really. We didn't have any idea how many Scots would be involved, and and Welsh as well. But it was great that obviously Scott was the head coach. That kind of gave us a bit of confidence because obviously he knows us as well. So it was quite good having him involved. And we've all got quite good relationships with him, so it's great to like have him there. But yeah, it was mostly personal. Like I wanted to do it. I thought it would be incredible, and so far it has been.
Good. So what does the Olympics mean to you as a person? Not just Olympic rugby, like the Olympics. Like what do you think of when you feel the Olympics? What emotions come into play?
Yeah, when I think about it, even when you're not involved, I think it's just something that everybody watches and everybody gets obsessed with, and it's quite emotional because it's competing as GB seems so special. Yeah, I every single time it's on, I'm very emotional watching it. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like to be there. But it's so important. It sort of unifies the nation, which is really nice. So yeah, it's just an incredible thing.
I know, it's the time anybody comes together. As we were saying before we came on air, we having a bit of a mock about English heritage coming up in Scotland, but then for that like 4 or 5 weeks it's GB. It's like Murray at Wimbledon. As soon as he's in Wimbledon, all the English are like, oh, he's British. And then any time after, he's always a Scottish tennis player.
Yeah, when he's doing well, he's British. Yeah,
exactly. So when you got into the extended squad, before that, I want to talk. So now we're talking about the Olympic ceremony. I really want you to be one of the. You know how you have like the calm and composed, like the walked out, and it's like I've done this a million times before. Even though it's like we can see you're faking it to the back seat, you've never walked around. Are you going to be one of those where it's just I'm cool, calm, personified? Are you going to be I've got the GoPro out, I've got the phone out, I'm recording everything, I'm dancing along to the music?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're going to get the opportunity to go to the ceremonies just with everything that's going on in the world. But I think if it was me, I'd probably be just crying at the back. Just overcome with emotion. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to keep myself cool and collected.
No, that's the best way to be. It's like we want to see people with passion. Like you want to see the group of people taking endless selfies as they do their walk round.
Yeah.
And you want to be the person, like when you see the athlete and then the camera pans to them, they clock that they're on the camera, and all you just see is like the high mum and the wave. That's what everybody wants.
Yeah. No, that would definitely be me.
No, I'd be making the most of it. Like I'd have it as like Instagram display picture. The next 20 posts would all be it. Everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, so I can't bring you on in the middle of the Olympics because this is probably going to go bang smack around the time we're playing the sevens. I'm going to move things around and get you on. How does it feel being in the extended squad for like when you're there and you go, Jesus, I've actually got a shot at this. Like you were in it was Dublin before, wasn't it? Before we went to LA. You went to LA. I'll just chuck myself on there. Yeah, we went to LA. Team manager.
Yeah.
Moral support. Yeah, moral support. Just there for moral support. You got into the extended squad. How does it feel when you're in that like 25 to 30 group? Or I don't know how many people got to go in the end, but did you get to the point where you go, geez, I've actually got a real shot at this? Like not to be rude and swear on it, but did you just think, fuck me, like I'm here?
Yeah, I mean that was crazy. Like, it was so intimidating going. Like there was like 22 of us initially, and obviously great to have the 6 Scottish girls involved, have a bit of a home from home. But yeah, I mean, turning up to Loughborough for the first week, I think we were all very, very nervous. Obviously, the English girls have been full-time pros. You know, they've been on the series. They're very, very good sevens players. It was very intimidating, coming from Scotland, and you know, we're obviously not quite up there yet. So it was very intimidating, but it just the environment was great. The girls were so supportive of each other. We all pushed each other every week to get better, and we've all developed so much over the past few months. So you know, that's down to the environment and down to the girls that we were around. So yeah, intimidating at first, but we soon settled in and made friends, and it's been great.
What's squad life like beyond the bits we got to see on Rugby Highlights TV and Twitter, and Rona Lloyd showing us scoring 3 tries and this and that and dominating the park?
Yeah, it's mostly us just playing tuck like board games.
Save that. I have a question asking what it is, because I have no idea what it is. So we're gonna save that. So how is it like? When did they have you like rooming? Was it like you're partnered with them, or like did they do like a good job of splitting up the nations, or were they just like?
Well, initially we weren't allowed to have roomies, with obviously with all the COVID stuff going on. They were really strict about it. So initially, the first several weeks we were roomed alone, and had quite a lot of our meals in our rooms as well. So the only real time that we had to socialise was on the pitch, which is good because everybody's like excited and happy and having a great time. So it's actually quite a good time to get to know each other, but also you missed out on the sort of camaraderie behind the scenes as well. But I think saying that, you know, we did really well to actually bond despite that. Like we bonded really quickly and we all got on really well, and it's a really good vibe in the camp. So even though we were rooming alone, we still managed to sort of make friends and enjoy it and make the most of it. So yeah.
Amazing. Right, last bit about the sevens. I want to talk about LA. So you're now in the squad, you've been announced, everybody's seen it all over Twitter. You've got people like me message you on Instagram saying, I'm so proud, I knew you'd do it, never in doubt. And then, so what's it like when they go, you're in the middle of isolation, you've been stuck in Scotland for 1.5 years, and somebody goes, taking you to California, you're going to LA. Obviously, you couldn't go out and explore everything, but what's it like as the squad going, I'm going as a GB squad to play in a sevens tournament, warming up for the Olympics? How's that?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously had the Dublin tournament the week before, and you know, tensions were running a bit high that weekend, I think, because it was the final weekend for people to sort of show what they could do before selection came out. So when selection came out, I think just because the build-up had been a bit stressful, I didn't realise how much it had been weighing on my mind. And then when we found out, obviously, that we were selected and we were going to LA, that was just incredible. Like, it was just such a relief. And then I think it sort of kicked in the following week when we went to training, and then we had the kit out. So we had the kit out the day before we went to LA, and that was unbelievable. Like, just ridiculous amounts of kit everywhere. Just
free stash is always a winner for any rugby player.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, just treated like queens. Walked in just giving all this stuff. It was insane. And then yeah, we obviously had the excitement of LA as well. Very, very hot, very sweaty, but very fun nonetheless.
Oh, LA, I got so jealous looking at your Instagram. LA, like, I remember we discussed it before we came on air. Is that photo of you all in your it was gifted swimsuits, wasn't it? Was it?
Yeah,
was it all balls that sent it through?
No, budgie smugglers, yeah.
Oh, shout out budgies. Wish I could rock a pair. Yeah, wish I could rock a pair. Send me a Tokyo pair. But no, it's, if you ever want motivation, this is to the listeners out there. If you ever want motivation, find this photo that Hannah was either tagged in. Yeah, that Hannah was tagged in, and you will see nothing but six packs. You'll immediately go to your biscuit cupboard and throw the whole thing out. Yeah, not a chance.
Insane.
All you need is an LA temperature and a rugby sevens diet and nutrition, and you'll be fine.
Ideal.
There you go.
Just like that.
Good. Right. Last thing I'm going to talk about: are mum and dad getting fake fringe merchandise made up yet? Because it is the most iconic fringe, and it's going to be everybody that they talk about at the Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, my mum also has a little fringe as well, so she rocks that too. But
You've copied your mum. You've stole your mum's look.
Well, basically, yeah. But yeah, I think we should get on that. I think that's a good moneymaker.
I do, especially. Yeah, just get it. Fringes for everyone. I can't wait to see Scotstoun next time. It's just gonna be a little like selection of people all just with little blonde
I'd
fringes.
love it. That'd be so good. I think the Japanese would enjoy that as well.
It does seem like a Japanese kind of thing, doesn't it? It's
Yeah.
like they go mental for paraphernalia.
Yeah, they love it. So I think that would be quite a good thing to have.
There you go. Well, that's how you take all seriousness out of being a GB representative with Sam Matthews.